Hey everybody, I'm JJ Johnson. You're watching Reality Survival. So today's video is going to be about what you should put in a Faraday cage, or what items you should put in a Faraday cage. I recently did a couple of videos talking about 17 misconceptions of an EMP and how to build a nested Faraday cage. And in the comments of both of those videos, I got a lot of questions, and even I've had a couple of emails as well about why would I put anything in a Faraday cage, and if I do need one, what would go in there? Because the electricity is going to be off everywhere, and nobody's going to have any radios because the electricity is going to be out, and so what's the point? And it's a fair question, right? If you hadn't really thought about it a whole lot, then it's a decent question. So the first thing is one example that I put in there in mine was international or a shortwave radio. And a shortwave radio will receive signals from, internationally, from countries all abroad. While it is possible to strategically strike the United States with one or maybe two missiles and take out, about 90 to 100% of the electric grid in the United States, it is also possible that they may only get one coast or another coast or something along those lines. We don't necessarily know that a hit would be catastrophic across the entire country. I mean, the idea of an EMP happening is still a fairly low probability event, in my opinion, anyway. And that's, again, just my opinion. I know a lot of people don't buy into that, but that's my thoughts. So, what should you put in there? So I think, and this is just off the top of my head, you guys can help me out by putting some more stuff in the comments below. I know that my subscribers that watch regularly are going to have a lot of great suggestions, so definitely check those out. So the first thing I think is a good shortwave radio. That's a good one. Another one is a good ham radio, or a couple of, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on how many family members, ham radios you've got. Like a portable ham. And, some people like the Baofangs. I mean, there's a lot of different ones out there. But those types of small radios, it could even be the little FRS, GMRS radios. But something to allow you to communicate with your family or with your team or with your group or whatever the case may be would be pretty nice to have. And also some additional batteries for those things. Let's see. You could also potentially put in there a battery recharger, like a solar panel that would recharge your batteries. You could also put in some flashlights, some headlamps. Those would be very handy to have in a world with no electricity. You might want to put in some more expensive items like NVGs, night vision devices. Again, enabling you to be able to operate independently when the grid is down. Also thermal, any kind of thermal devices. You may be looking at putting in some extra red dot optics for your battle rifles or whatever kind of rifle you have. Anything that essentially is going to independently run on batteries, that you could, again, put some of those extra batteries in there, some of those rechargeables, and then have the capability to recharge those with like a solar panel recharger. That's going to make your life easier. It's going to make your life a whole lot easier, and it's going to help you to be more secure, especially with regard to night vision goggles, thermal imagers, those kinds of things. That's going to be pretty key to being able to keep your house or your bug out location secure. Being able to see in the night is important. Let's see if there's other things that you could put in there. I can't really even think of anything right off the top of my head. Tablets, laptops, laptop computers. Being able to look at resources that you've saved on those. Maybe you've saved a bunch of survival information or something like that on there. Being able to put those in there. If you use like an ultraviolet, like a SteriPen or something like that for water purification, that might be one. You might even want to put digital cameras and stuff like that. If you have a laptop, to be able to get computers, you can use that for intel gathering and different missions and stuff. different things like that. That's really it, you know, but the basics, I mean, that's just what's coming to me right now off the top of my head. But the basic idea is that you want to put things in there that are battery operated, that you can recharge and use over and over again, that are going to make your life easier. I just saw this sitting here. I mean, some tools might be another great item to make your life easier as well. So anything that fits into that category is, you know, going to be good. I mean, the thing is you kind of have to balance. You're not going to really have any kind of a pre-warning for an EMP, most likely. The chances are that if one happens, we're not going to know ahead of time. It'll just be, you know, blink and the lights are out and there we are. So you're going to have to put stuff in there that you can do without on a day-to-day basis, or that you have extra, you know, and that kind of thing. It's not easy to put something away and never be able to get it out and use it, because you may be wanting to use it in day-to-day life. I also remember somebody commented once in the comments. They said something about batteries being dead by the time that you get them out. I did a video on a battery charger that will recharge alkaline batteries. You might want to check that out. I'll put that in the description below as well. And that is just a small little battery charger that plugs into a USB device, so you could charge it, you know, with solar as well. So if the batteries were dead, I mean, I think they have about a 10-year shelf life now, so you should be good. But if they were, you could recharge those even. So that is a potential as well. But anyhow, that is just my thoughts, just kind of rambling off the top of my head on why you would want to have, or what you would want to have inside of a Faraday cage. You know, things that are going to be helpful to you. I'm sure I missed a bunch. This is not an all-inclusive list. It was really just, you know, kind of an ad hoc thing. So go ahead and stick a list, you know, of the items that you would want in your personal Faraday cage. If you could put anything in there at all, what would it be? I'd be curious to see what you guys say. And as always, I definitely appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And don't forget to live 6 Ps. Proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. And thanks again for using the Amazon links, guys. I always put an Amazon link in the description. And those people who've been using it, it has been very helpful, and I definitely appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything more, and it definitely helps us out. So thanks again. Take care and stay safe. We'll see you on another video here soon.